Yo, 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 what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Gray, and today I am bringing you my Magicka Necromancer build. This build has insanely good damage, very tanky, very strong, both 1v1, 1vx, open world, Zergling v1, whatever you want to do. If you enjoy the Magicka Necromancer, this build is for you, alright? Let's jump into it. So, with the character stats, we have 50 points in the Magicka, 14 points in the health. I am indeed an Imperial on this. You can run whatever race you want. I just like the Imperial race because it gives you decent, passives. Next, I'm running Smoked Bear Haunch food. This is probably the best food in the game. If you don't have this, run something else. Bewitch is pretty decent too. But I like the recoveries on this build. That's just me. I just enjoy having really good sustain when I play the game. This is probably the best food to run on pretty much any build or any class right now. Definitely get this if you can, even if it's a little expensive. You kind of want to make the investment. Next, we are running the Atrium Mundstone. It's just extremely good. Very high recoveries with this build. Very, very strong. Next, you want to have Stage 3 Vampire, just for that little Undeath passive. It's just a little extra buff. You know, it doesn't hurt to have it, and it makes you a little bit more tanky. So, when you're out there getting Zerg down, if you are, then it'll help out just a tad bit, alright? Alright, let's jump into the bread and butter, the gear, right? This is what everybody mainly wants. This is what everybody looks for. We're in a Draugr front bar. Yes, Draugr is very, very strong. You don't get that much healing on your front bar, but you get insane damage. It does help out a ton. I am running a Sharpened Lightning Staff with a Berserker enchant. Very, very good. If you want to run poisons, you obviously can. The best poisons are probably going to be Escapist poisons. They're very, very good. All right. Then we're running Rally Cry Sword and Board back bar. This you would prefer to have it powered. I have mine sharpened for some reason, but if you have a powered one, it'll be more beneficial to you. And then you have a Sturdy Shield or Defending, both work. Reinforce is also really good if you just one of those three traits, and you'll be set. All right, jumping into the monster set. Now there are multiple options you can run here. I currently have found better success running Balorg than I have with the other ones, but all of them are very, very good, and they're all very, very universal across this build. All right, so you can run Balorg, you can run Bloodspawn, you can run Roxa, you can run Kjalnars, and you can run, I think it's called Magma Incarnate. You can run one of those like 5-ish monster sets, and you'll be pretty much set. All right, so for the monster sets, we have one heavy and one medium on the shoulder. Then we have a heavy reinforced trainee chest. We are running Rally Cry light, Draugr light, Draugr light, Draugr light, all of it's light. So we're running 4 light, 2 heavy, 1 medium. Next, we have Infused on the Jewelry with Mag Recovery Spell Damage Enchants. And then we have a Marken Ring of Majesty, also infused with Spell Damage Enchant for that extra Mag Recovery. If you want to put on Death Dealers, you can 100% do that. You can also put on Pale Order if you're getting insanely Zerg down and you need an extra little bit of healing. This is pretty nice, but completely up to you. Also, you can run Serpent's Coil, Saint and Seducer, very, very strong. I'm still testing this out with a lot of my builds. I don't know how extremely strong this is, but it is very, very good. So if you do want to use this 100%, you can mix and match with whatever you feel you personally need in your playstyle, in your gameplay, and you can just run with that. If you want to just copy and paste my build, go for it. This build already works. All right, let's jump into the skills. So we are running Healing Soul. We have Healing, Druid's Resurgence, and Vitality on Describing skill. If you don't have this, you can 100% run Resistant Flesh, and you'll be perfectly fine because it's an extra 8% healing. So it honestly does heal better. In my personal opinion, this heals better than Resistant Flesh. I just like this because it's new. So that's the only reason I run it. If you don't have Scribing, 100% go Resistant Flesh. You'll be perfectly fine. Next, we have Race Against Time, Spirit Guardian, Summoner's Armor. I don't like Beckoning Armor because it pulls them to you and is a stun. You kind of don't want that on this Magicka class just because you're more of like a ranged playstyle, and you want to be very careful with that, okay? Then Resolving Vigor, Spell Wall. This is probably one of the greatest defensive ultimates in the game. This will help you survive so many fights, so many Zerglings just aiding you down, especially the gankers out there that are rocking Snipe and the Bow ulti and whatnot. This is very, very strong against that, okay? So 100% use this. Front bar, we're running Dawnbreaker. This is probably the greatest ultimate to combo with a Necromancer. It's very, very strong. Hits like an absolute straight truck and does just insane damage. It's a great burst combo, and it's an amazing stun. So you don't really have to worry about that too much. Next, you have Blighted Blast Bones. Yes, we're running the stamina version just because one does hit harder. Then you also get the Major Defile. The other one doesn't really hit that hard anymore, and it jumps onto you now and allows your class abilities to hit harder, and we don't really care about that. So we have Blighted Blast Bones. Next, your spammable Crushing Shock. You can put on the other one too, Force Pulse. Just depends on what you prefer. I like to interrupt reses and stuff like that. So me personally, I go with Crushing Shock. Following that, we have Degeneration. I have tested out multiple things with this, right? You can put a Ricochet Skull here and kind of play this like my Bow Crow if you have already played that and you like using the bow play style. This is very similar to that. I haven't tested out the stand version of it because I like to block a lot and roll dodge. So I haven't tried out the stand because I can't sustain it yet. But this is also really, really good. It does flame damage and it bounces to multiple enemies. So it's really good for AoE damage as well, okay? You can also put on the Skeletal Arcanist. This is decent poke damage for the most part. It's actually pretty strong. I have enjoyed using this one. My favorite one to use is probably Remote Totem so far. This is a nice AoE fear. It also makes them take... It makes you take less damage and makes your enemies deal less damage while they're standing in it, right? But if you don't want to run spell pots, then 100% put on Degeneration. Otherwise, you're going to be spamming spell pots from Cyrodiil. Mortar Coil, you run this for an extra heal. It's insane. You also get mad resource from it, plus an extra 3% of healing, which then reduces the Draugr effect to only 7% of negated heals. Okay, so it's very strong. Then Elemental Susceptibility. This is just extremely broken right now on pretty much any build you run. You get Major Breach for 30 seconds, making them have no resistances, and then you just straight nuke them because, yeah, they also have Burning Shield and Concussion status effect on them all the time. So that's pretty much it for the skills. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. You can also put whatever skills you prefer here. It's completely up to you. It's personal preference, right? Jumping into the CP. All right, for the blue tree, we have Focus Mending, Master at Arms, Deadly Aim, and Biting Aura. So Biting Aura is pretty much nuking with our Blast Bones and Dawnbreaker combo. Very strong. I haven't tested if this works on the Ricochet Skull, so don't quote me on that one. But for the rest of it, it's pretty good. All right. All right, jumping into the red one. We have Survival Instincts, Relentlessness. This is one of the strongest things in the game. Reducing your damage taken by 10%. Very strong. Then we have Pain's Refuge, Sustained by Suffering. All right. If you want to put anything else here, 100% go for it. It's completely up to you. This is just a copy and paste build if you guys want it. But going back into it. So Relentlessness, if you are feared or stunned or anything like that, you get 10% damage reduction. Plus you have your Spirit Garden, which also reduces it by 10%. All right, so you have 20% damage mitigation already on this build, not including your resistances, okay? But with that in mind, that is going to be the build video. I really hope you guys do enjoy this build. It is very strong. I've been having a ton of fun on it. Apologies. And yeah, this build is a lot of fun. I really hope you guys do enjoy it if you do test this out. Also, feel free to start joining me on my live streams. I do both on Twitch and YouTube live streams now, pretty much every single day for the most part. Unless I'm like really busy with work or with the family, or I'm busy grinding gear in the game and I know people don't want to see some of that stuff. So if you do want to start joining me on my live streams, I am going to be live streaming a lot more often now. 100% go tune in. And yeah, if you haven't already liked the video, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Morning light shines a lifeline. Escape is what I need. I should have listened last night, God. This is beyond belief, that we keep falling for the lure of liquid confidence and lies. And we skydive from walls we built, dying just to feel alive. On the way down screaming, if all we have is time, then we'll be alright. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. We're running on fumes, but we'll make it through tonight. It's not love, but it's better than dreaming. Oh, I'm on fire. There's a burn burning in my bones and in my eyes. These dreams are taking hold, I just need time.
If you're looking at what I'm looking at, you'd be in a hurry too.
If all we have is time, then we'll be alright. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. We're running on fumes, but we'll make it through tonight. It's not love, but it's better than dreaming. If all we have is time, then we'll be alright. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. We're running on fumes, but we'll make it through tonight.